The Mongolian Education Alliance is one of the few genuine civil society organizations that operate in Mongolia.
This organization was established on the basis of many former programs formerly carried out by the Soros Foundation. Typically, non-government organizations come and go. However, MEA has remained strong and carried out its activities successfully over time. As the name of this organization implies, its specialties are well-rounded. The education and the human development process is carried out with the cooperation and support in many sectors. I see the Mongolian Education Alliance as a human development center.
Maintaining consistency in the sector is what sets the Mongolian Education Alliance apart from other similar organizations. Apart from being trustworthy to Mongolian educational institutes, this organization is also seen as reliable by international donors and professional organizations, obtaining the trust of both the government and international organizations is a huge accomplishment.
They've transformed into a grant-receiving organization from a grant-making foundation.
I believe it plays an important role in the education sector as a civil society organization. It's one of the strongest NGOs that I know of.
This organization has been successful at involving other professional organizations and high-level bodies and schools in what they are doing. The name of this organization perfectly reflects its work. This organization develops people. Through aiding human development and changing attitudes, this organization assists the government in boosting the progress of education in the nation. I would say this organization successfully implements the policies of state and international foundations, developmental organizations such as the Asian Development Bank and many other organizations that invest in the Mongolian education sector. Compared to other non-governmental organizations in the education sector, this organization is experienced and recognized and well received by all schools in Mongolia. The team is really well qualified. In the education sector, when unfamiliar and unmanageable things come about, or if research is to be done, MEA is recommended right away due to its experience and good reputation of successful accomplishment. For our organization, before working with any local NGOs, we consider several criterion, such as their working technique, their reputation with local and international organizations, management, their financial capability, and so forth. MEA meets all of those successfully.
They have formed a qualified and professional team. They are distinguished from other NGOs by reputation and conditions that they created to retain their staff.
People in Need has been working since 2013 with Mongolian Education Alliance on a project on education to human rights. MIA has been the real motor and engine and dynamic part of the project since they took care of training of teachers.
They make a good team and are able to carry out their work on a highly professional level.
They're very efficient. They inform us of their work in advance while at the same time managing current projects. I think they achieved their goal to support involvements from all parts, which means collaborations of parents, teachers, and other partners. They have encouraged teachers to observe each child's development. In doing so, they enable teachers, parents, and society in general to work together for this. They are a diligent, friendly, creative, and hard-working organization with a very big vision. This is a national-level NGO that has brought about noticeable outcomes in the education sector, especially in trainings on child development and in other educational activities.
Most NGOs help meet people's immediate needs rather than giving education. However, providing an education is vital, whatever the people's need might be. Regarding the issue of child development and child protection, this organization makes valuable contributions.
This NGO works to improve the quality of education for preschool and primary school children, as well as the pre-service teacher education.
Through the activities of this organization and through its projects, the idea that people should have opportunities to make choices regarding their education has become widespread.
The time has come that requires us to educate citizens with diverse abilities and attitudes. They've brought many changes, especially in the area of teacher development. It works to support and help young teachers. During the trainings, they work very closely with each teacher, and they prepare very useful activities for us. We can see the positive outcomes of their activities in preschools. They provide a learning environment that meets children's needs. It's important to provide a warm, welcoming learning environment for children. They help shape and mold teachers' methodology. They train teachers to develop curriculum that is tailored to the children. This is new and very interesting for students as well as the teachers. I think my method of teaching has made a 360-degree turn. Our teacher used to develop my classmates' talents depending on what kind of talents they had. She prepared children who were good at math for Math Olympiad or directed children who had art talents into the art field. I learned to do research work and academic writing. I've learned to express myself. School children are well trained to express their ideas and thoughts.
I think expressing my own ideas gives me the advantage of expressing myself freely in the future as well.
My teacher teaches us lessons in a very interesting way. We learn together as a team, so I like it and my classmates do too. I learn to understand my kids more by attending this training together. First of all, we've changed parents' way of thinking. Most parents are highly impressed with this training for their children. This organization helps with methodology for both children and parents in the education sector.
Children's participation in the lessons has improved. It's impossible not to develop when implementing their training.
With their help, our school advanced to being one of the top schools in the nation.
The reform that is occurring in the education sector as a result of MEA is noticeable by everyone. The deeds initiated by this organization and outcomes of its success have expanded. Their ideas are reflected in the government policies and documents.
This is an organization that is ready to share knowledge and skills with other NGOs.
They're a role model for other organizations, both professional and public. It is very beneficial for Mongolian children and youth. I personally want to see more projects implemented in many schools so that many young teachers, like me, will be able to get involved. They've done many things in the last decade to help people and have contributed to the progress of the education sector. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. The need for this organization to teach enriching new ideas will increase as Mongolian education advances. Personally, I would like to work closely with this organization in the future for even more positive outcomes.